Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game National League wild card playoff between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you into another edition of Major League Baseball coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wild card matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I got to tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Washington Nationals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Max Scherzer gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. Dan, any thoughts?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's
Leading
Max, and it's not
Milwaukee.
Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Soto sprinting after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Past battles with Scherzer, he's only 1 for 10. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. The 1-0 delivery. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Squared that one up just a little late. Nobody out, runner on first. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Hey, not a great way to start, right? You come fresh out of the bullpen. You throw a couple of pitches. Next thing you know, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
I'm going to take you inside the hitter right here. Free ribby out there. Don't ground into a double play.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The 1-1 pitch. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 2-2. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Standing in now, number 18, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Grandal stands at first with one out. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Now batting, Ryan Braun, and Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
The set and the 1-1. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. And a foul pop behind the plate. Suzuki waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Brewers lead this one 1-0. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Two and 1 the count to Trey Turner.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This is in the air out to left field. Braun has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the right fielder.
So one away here with the bases empty, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at one. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Bases are empty, one man out. In the air out to left. Braun moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Anthony.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. One inning in the books here. It's the Brewers 1 and the Nationals nothing. Striding into the box, Eric Thames. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 7, Eric Thames.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled. And a pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll take a look at ball one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Hard hit ball to second. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Into the box now, Brandon Woodruff. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Arcia is off at first with 2 away. And it's 1-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
The 1-1 is in off the plate.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-1 fouled off. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Brewers strand one. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Juan Soto to the plate now.
Leading up for Washington, the left fielder, Juan Soto.
First pitch on its way. Nope. And they start him with one high and away for ball one. Looked like he tried to pull. Swings right through the fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Too high. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Arcia gloves it. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Moustakas has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in, number 2, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Number 2.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Robles waits on it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the catcher.
So striding in, Yasmani Grandal. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. 1 out, nobody on. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with a full count as the 2-hole hitter.
That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Kendrick has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Digging in, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas.
Here comes the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Moustakas, or just Moose for short. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Number 18.
So here's the cleanup hitter, number 18. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set, and the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Working for the punch out and the offering. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in now, Kurt Suzuki, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. An even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. The next 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out.
Batting it.
Settling in now, Victor Robles. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Max Scherzer. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 to the Nationals pitcher. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Number 8. Ryan
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The first baseman, number 7, Eric.
Ready for another chance, Eric Thames. Here comes the first pitch, and he gets ahead 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Braun on at first, nobody out. Thames behind 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. At the plate, Orlando Arcia. He singled his last time up.
Orlando Arcia.
First pitch on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And this one's too far inside, ball two.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robles waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Brewers strand one, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Trey Turner back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1-1 the count now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And there's one down now.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Anthony Rendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And there's ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Popped him up. Moustakas in foul ground, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. They still trail 1-0. So here now is the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Brandon Woodruff.
And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Ball
3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in number 2. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Turner takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. So now coming to the plate, Mike Moustakas. It was a walk in his last trip. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Woodruff leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. This will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Fouled off. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
For Washington, the first baseman,
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch.
Kendrick.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
At the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
The 1-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Victor Robles digging in now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Robles is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Thames trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
The pitcher, number 31.
Riding in once again, Max Scherzer. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Nats leave a pair. They're down 1-0. Now at the plate, number 18. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And Cabrera will take this one for the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Stepping into the box, Eric Thames. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you were a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout, He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
The batter,
Big spot here. First and second, two men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
He's set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Trey Turner. And Dan Hean, his fellow top-of-the-order hitters, haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in, Adam Eaton. 0-for-2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Eaton.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try to pull back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. The pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning.
Now
what's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
In now is Anthony Rendon. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0-for-2 from him so far in this one. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Braun. Still going back. Gone! Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. And as a result, the Nationals are back even at 1 run apiece.
People always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
In now, Juan Soto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0-for-2 in the ballgame so far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
2 balls and a strike now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Breaking ball outside. He lost him ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Drew Pomeranz takes over here with the runner at first Milwaukee. And 2 gone in the inning.
Number 15, Drew Pomeranz.
Howie Kendrick will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Pomeranz sets. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo home run. The 9 1 and 2 hitters due up to start the 7th, all even now at 1-1. Back here at Nationals Park, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Wander Suero is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Corey Spangenberg is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 5, Corey Spangenberg.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Swinging a soft liner. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Standing in now, number 2, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And late reactions, and they got him.
So much for that leadoff single. That was a good move and a pretty quick tag by the first baseman, and it's like the hit never even happened.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Rendon down at 3rd. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Geez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He was punched out looking at strike three last time through. The 1-0. Ripped on the ground to first. And Kendrick will take this one to the bag. 3 unassisted, and the inning is over. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. All tied at 1-1. Aaron Wilkerson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 56, Aaron Wilkerson.
Ready for another shot now as Drupal Cabrera. He'll try and get it in the home half of the seventh.
Drupal Cabrera.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box, Victor Robles. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up onto first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Into the box, number 18. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Still even at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. 2 very well pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Braun. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike to Braun. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit to third. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 7, Eric.
In now, Eric Thames. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. That misses. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Here's the 3-0. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The batter, the center fielder, Lorenzo.
Digging in, Lorenzo Cain. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Comes set, the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The set and the 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The set and the 1-2. And another foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Gerardo Parra is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. On the ground to the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
In now, Trey Turner. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cain is under it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 2.
Stepping up now, Adam Eaton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Ball.
Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he misses again. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The third baseman, number 6.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rendon, man at first after the 2-out walk.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. The set and the 1-0. And he takes a called strike 1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. Still tied 1 apiece. Michael Taylor will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Defensively for the Nationals. Now playing right field.
Fernando Rodney will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
56. Fernando Rodney.
At the plate, Orlando Arcia. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Off for the Brewers, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
First offering on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Now the payoff pitch home, and it's fouled away. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Manny Pena will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. And Rodney with the good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out.
Nope.
2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And this one's in the dirt. So he moves all the way up to third here. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
Now batting, number 2.
Into the box now, number 2. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And there's ball 3. Yasmani Grandal waits on deck. The 3-0, and that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. Digging in now for the Brewers, Yasmani Grandal. His past history with Fernando Rodney, just a 1-for-9. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with 1 big out on the scoreboard now.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. The 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Suzuki shading to his right, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 18.
Next for Milwaukee, number 18. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the 1-0. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Turner ranging into the outfield. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Brewers leave them loaded. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Alex Claudio enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings.
Alex Claudio.
Hernan Perez is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here. Standing in, Juan Soto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Leading off for Washington, the left fielder, Juan Soto.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball 1. Claudio benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters. And when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits. So you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it. Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
In there, 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. Down the left field line and deep. Braun is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, first baseman, Howie Kendrick.
So digging in now, Howie Kendrick 0 for 2 for him to this point. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Perez comes up with it. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter as Dribble Cabrera. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here's the 0-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Kane will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains tied 1-1. Javi Guerra takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 48, Javi Guerra.
Digging in, Ryan Braun. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie.
Ryan Braun.
Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Eric Thames. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Up and in for ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. And he started to go around there, and it'll cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
The 2-2 one more time, and right into the shift. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Lorenzo Cain. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Next for Milwaukee.
Ready now, Hernan Perez. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Swing and a liner. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1, still tied 1 apiece. Striding in, Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-0. This is foul right side. The 1-1 home. Sent on the ground out to second. And he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Center fielder, number 16.
Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base paths.
Number 10.
Stepping into the box, Victor Robles. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Line to the right side, but foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. Now the 1-2 pitch. Count still at 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Ryan Zimmerman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Ball 1. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him. The 1-0. Hard hit to first. Reined in. One there. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Into the box now, Trey Turner, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A 2-out hit'd win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. One left for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Yan Gomes will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
For the Nationals, now catching,
Daniel Hudson takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Now pitching for the Nationals,
Tyler Austin is going to grab a bat now, so he'll be asked to get things started in the top half of the 11th. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Full count, here it comes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Now to the plate, number 2. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 offering. Line toward right center. Robles will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains tied 1-1. Albert takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Matt Albert.
Into the box now, Michael Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Washington, the right fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Michael Taylor is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Previously against Matt Albers, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full. 3-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Albers with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan.
Standing in, Juan Soto. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
2 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Braun. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order. Still tied 1 apiece. Ready once again, Mike Moustakas. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Moustakas.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Another 2-2 offering. A bouncer to the left side. Rendon is there. And the throw on the first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield.
Now
one away.
Number 18.
Now at the plate, number 18. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side. Rendon scoops it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 8.
So striding forward now, Ryan Braun. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
One and 0. Here it is. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Ready with the 2-0. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. That one's in there. 3-1. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Down the third baseline. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Still 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. All tied at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Howie Kendrick.
Leading up for the Nationals, the first baseman, Howie Kendrick.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And not in time. So there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning.
Baseman, Asdrubal
Striding in now for the Nats as Asdrubal Cabrera, previously against Matt Albers. He's 2 for 4. Here's the first pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Popped him up. Oh, he can't reel it in out there. Ready with another two-strike offering. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at two. Back to first. It's a double play. And the prospect of more baseball looms on the horizon. There are two away now.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. The 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Braun has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Hunter Strickland takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 60, Hunter.
Now in the box, Eric Thames. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Number 9, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
1-1 the count to the Brewers first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Chasing after it is Taylor. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Hernan Perez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning. And with a runner on here, it would appear that they're going to have to let the pitcher take his hacks because they've burned up all their remaining position players. So now the Brewers pitcher, Matt Albers. Here's the first pitch. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Turner has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, all tied at 1-1. Junior Guerra enters the game now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning.
Junior Guerra.
Digging in once again, Victor Robles. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Hit on the ground toward the left. Backhanded. And not in time. So there you go. The possible winning run is on to lead off the inning.
Hey, Debo, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a huge mistake as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Trey Turner. And he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys.
The
Usually
right
pitching is
fielder,
all about
3.
mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Previously against Junior Guerra, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready with the 1-0. A ball and a strike. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Popped up. And no one will get this one. From the stretch, the 1-2. Now this is lined into right center. He comes through. Long throw to the plate. And the dream will live on as they have won the wild card game in walk-off style.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
Fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Max Scherzer, picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game. Did a good job while he was out there, and he gets the W because of it.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.